Behind the invisible chains of history lie sleeping forces, forces that belong neither to heaven nor to earth. They are bound beneath the ancient soil, where the Euphrates still whispers forgotten secrets. There are four, sealed for a precise moment in time, and when they are released, the world will never be the same. This is not just a prophecy, it is a warning. Today, you will uncover the darkest mystery in Revelation, the angels God locked away, and what will happen when he chooses to set them free. Behind the invisible chains of history, sleep forces that belong neither to heaven nor to earth. Most people know the book of Revelation for its horsemen, trumpets, and destruction. But few realize that among all its terrifying visions, there is one warning so dark, so precise, that God ordered four beings to be chained beneath the earth, waiting for a specific moment. They are beneath the Euphrates River, and they are not dead. They are waiting. Long before any empire rose, before Babylon ruled the ancient world, before religions learned to carve fear into stone, the Euphrates was already a spiritual boundary between two realms, the visible and the invisible. On its banks, the first kings were crowned, the first temples built, and the first falls occurred, because here angels descended. Some were sent, others were cast down. The Euphrates is not just a river, it is a seal. And beneath that seal, four celestial entities are imprisoned. Beings that God did not destroy, but hid, not out of mercy, but as strategy, because their release date was set. And when it comes, no one will stop them. For millennia, prophets have wondered, who are these angels? Why were they locked away with such force? What did they do to deserve it? And the most feared question, what will they do when released? Revelation 9:14 is direct. Release the four angels who are bound at the great river Euphrates. But it doesn't say who bound them. It doesn't say when. It doesn't say their names, just the order. And the silence that follows is deafening. Those who read in haste think they are demons. But Scripture is clear. They are angels. Even more, angels assigned a specific mission to kill 1/3 of mankind once they are released. Imagine it. Beings who once saw God's throne, who know heaven, yet fell so far they were cast into the earth. Not into hell, but locked beneath a sacred river, unreachable by human hands. They are not symbolic. They are not poetic metaphors. They are real. And they are ready. Today, the Euphrates is drying. Ancient peoples, lost cities, forgotten temples are surfacing. The stones are speaking. Time is moving. And the prophecy has begun to breathe. You may ignore it. You may deny it. But when the chains break, the world will never be the same. Imagine beings who walked the chambers of heaven, who heard the sound of God's throne directly, who knew purity before earth was formed. These four angels are not ordinary demons, nor are they corrupted wanderers. They were created with purpose, with mission, with power. But something changed. They were not destroyed like the angels who fell with Lucifer. They were not cast into the lake of fire. They were not erased. They were imprisoned, silenced, hidden. And that choice was not merciful. It was strategic. Because what lies beneath the Euphrates is not wild evil. It is delayed justice. It is judgment on hold. And that judgment has a set hour. What did they do to deserve such a sentence? The Bible does not say. The sacred text remains silent, as if what they did was so grave, so ancient, that human language cannot contain it. What we know is this: they were separated, isolated, placed somewhere no man could reach them by accident, and yet the prophecy says they will be released. The Bible does not say. The sacred text remains silent, as if what they did was so grave, so ancient, that human language cannot contain it. What we know is this: they were separated, isolated, placed somewhere no man could reach them by accident, and yet the prophecy says they will be released. And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, to slay the third part of men. There is no metaphor here, no poetic symbolism. The text is precise. They were prepared for one exact moment. And their mission is not merely to cause chaos, it is to execute judgment. A third of humanity will fall, not by nation against nation, not by natural disaster, but by angels, unleashed. This breaks the idea that the supernatural is always comforting. Not every being that came from heaven is your ally. Not every angelic presence is peace. These four are agents of an ancient decree, and they are waiting for the final signal. Now that the Euphrates is drying, the stones begin to speak, the buried symbols rise again. Their time draws near. They know who they are, they know what they must do, and they know the world will not be ready. These angels do not act out of rage. They are not wild creatures seeking chaos. They are soldiers of a decree older than any human empire, a decree spoken before the very throne of God and sealed in silence. While the world chases political wars, economic crises, and digital distractions, something deeper is unfolding. Prophetic time is running out, and heaven has not forgotten the sentence. These angels were prepared for an hour, a day, a month, and a year. Every detail timed. Every human event, every fallen empire, every rising nation, all orchestrated so that at the exact second they would be released. And what they do will not be random. They will not strike by choice but by mission, a mission that involves the judgment of 1/3 of humanity. Yes, 1/3. Not by plague, not by disaster, but by them, angels, unleashed. The most disturbing part is that the biblical text offers no resistance to their action. No divine army is sent to stop them, no warning from heaven. Only a cold, direct order. Release the four angels who are bound at the great river Euphrates, and the world will carry on as if nothing is happening until it is too late. We've grown so used to seeing angels as messengers of light, as divine protectors, that we forget. Many angels are also executioners, warriors, bearers of judgment. These four were hidden from human eyes for a reason. They do not belong to our time, but to the end of it. And when that time comes, it will not just be the collapse of nations, but of illusion. The illusion that the world is under human control, because when heaven moves, the earth shakes. They do not come to negotiate. They carry no promises, offer no mercy. They are the decree, the final sound before the silence. When the four angels are released, it will not be a spectacle for the world to see. There will be no trumpet in the sky, no global announcement. It won't be televised. The world will not know it has been touched by the divine until the weight of absence reveals what was taken. 1/3 of humanity will be gone, and still life will continue, commerce will resume. Human wars will persist, technology will evolve, but everything will feel unbalanced. Because the scale was touched by hands not of this world, their mission is not to inspire faith, it is to complete a prophetic chapter. And perhaps the most disturbing part is that they will not be destroyed after it. They will not be defeated. They will simply have done their part. The Bible does not describe their end, because perhaps they haven't reached it yet.